Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. I did this last year, and I almost forgot about doing it this year. I did a video last year where I talked about the upcoming movies of the year and whether I'm interested or not. And if I've seen some of the trailers, you know. So, we are going to do that again for this year in 2026. So, we are going to look at. And I think this works because I haven't seen any new ones from this year yet. So, I have to. Highest grossing hasn't even happened yet. Why wish they would just list all of them? Why have to be different? Because there's British films. Which maybe I don't know. Okay, so we'll start. We already got 7 movies that have come out apparently. I will a couple of these I'll talk about. Alright, so let's look. There's Primate, which is the first one I want to talk about. I've heard a lot of things. I'm interested. We will see where it goes. I have not seen a trailer for it, which is sometimes good. There are movies that I don't see a trailer for, and I just go in like The Substance. Whatever I saw from that was TV spots or whatever, not real trailers. You know, Greenland 2 Migration. No, I've not seen the first one, and I don't know. We're gonna go. 28 years later, The Bone Temple. So, wasn't too big of a fan of 28 years later. The lack of creativity in the name, it's like, well, what are we gonna call it now? We're not gonna jump, another 28 decades later. What's next? They should just call it 28 months later. But whatever. You know. But I've been hearing good things about this one, so maybe. Though it's underperforming, though I wish people would stop just saying, "Oh, it didn't." It made money, but not a lot of money in its first week. Stop going off the first week. I've said this before. Go by the whole thing. But yeah, sometimes it drops. Yeah, but still, it's still making money, regardless if it drops or not. What else do we got? Keep going. Mercy. This is that one with Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson. It's like a trial movie with AI. I don't know. I've seen the trailer a couple of times. It looks fine. Return to Silent Hill. I just recently did the first 2 for Halloween Horror Month, and I liked the first one. The second one was okay. I don't know. This is based on the second game, and it's this original director, Christoph Gans. So we'll see. But I haven't heard many good things about it yet. What else we got? The Stranger Chapter 3. I just put up my review for Chapter 2. No good movie. And this one will probably be no good movie too. But when you start something, you gotta finish it. So whenever it comes out, I'll do it. Or I'll probably wait till October though, because I regretted watching the first one because I didn't review it, so I had to watch it again to actually review it. So I'll just wait when it comes up. Twisted. This is not like a remake of the one with Ashley Judd, is it? It's a VOD movie, February 6th. Lauren Rivera. Directed by Darren Bowson, but it's not. Doesn't say it's a remake of the Twisted with Ashley Judd, so I don't. I have that movie, so that's why I'm saying, is it a remake? Because I'll do that one. Still do that one. There's one named Fuck Valentine's Day. I have to bleep it. Gale, Yellow Brick Road. What is this? Fathom? Been a horror fantasy film. Film is a fantasy. Make more movies out of things. Crime 101. This is a movie I saw a trailer for, and I'm interested in. My son and I both kind of went, because, well, he probably won't be interested in it. It stars Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Barry Keoghan, Halle Berry. Those four have been in the MCU. And those of you who are like, when was Barry Keoghan in the MCU? Eternals? As much as I don't remember much of that movie, I know he was in it. Yeah, we saw Chris Hemsworth and we saw Mark Ruffalo and we're like the Hulk is chasing down Thor, basically is what the movie is. So it looks like. So I'm interested in that one. I've heard things about Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die by Gore Verbinski. I've heard things, good things. So it might be one I might check out. Cold Storage is the new movie with Joe Keery, which I saw the trailer for on YouTube. I'm interested in that. Also has Liam Neeson in it, so something. I don't know what it is. I can only imagine 2. Or it's another Christian. This is not a test. Have I seen? What's this? This is not a test. This is not a test. I think I saw the trailer. It's Students Must Take Code. Oh yeah. It's they're in a school. Olivia Holt. Yeah. Saw the trailer. It looks alright. Looks interesting. As far as horror goes, The Bluff, Scream 7. You know your boy is gonna be there for Scream 7. You know. As soon as that drops, either it was on Paramount Plus first or it comes to Blu-ray first. Doesn't matter. I'm there. I'm a Scream guy. You know this. You know this, man. You know this, man. I haven't covered those movies yet, but the Friday movie, that's what. But yeah. So obviously, I'm checking that out. Hoppers. This is the new Pixar movie that. Okay, so yeah. There's the people who say, "Oh, we want more original stuff," and then no one goes to see it. Well, we want good original stuff, and I'm sorry, I heard that Elio was good, but the trailers did not impress. And from what I've seen from Hoppers, they also did not impress. So, it's not just oh, quit bitching for original stuff and you don't go see it. Make good original stuff. I hate to say this, and I really do, but when your last great original thing was Moana or Frozen, come on. I know those are 2 different years, but The Bride, when this was announced, I was kind of interested, and then I've seen the trailers, and I went, no, no, this is too, no, just no, I'm like the maid for Fennegan. No. Just, no thanks. No thank you. No thank you. Breadwinner? Nate Bergatz. Ricky. Is this a movie about Ricky Berwick? No. It's an American drama film. I don't know. Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. I saw the trailer. I'm interested. I don't know where they're going to go with this, but it looks interesting. Bringing in Catherine Newton. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Shauna Totsy are in it. Nestor Carbonell. Who everyone will say, oh, from Lost. But I know him as Manuel from the Tick series back in the 2000s. Yes. That's how we talk too. Kevin Durant. David Cronenberg is in it. Elijah Wood. Mike and Nick and Alice. Was this a... I don't know. There's no picture, so I don't know. Super Mario Galaxy movie. A part of me is confused why they're just jumping. Like they showed the trailer, and nothing I saw in the trailer explained to me where the teeth from the end of the last one was going to show up. Yoshi's. Because, Yoshi's in the Mushroom Kingdom in the first one. So what? what they teased at the end of the last one does not connect to what they decided to go for. But let's see. I'm also very. Can we just not with Benny Safdie? All right, like he's directed stuff. He directed Uncut Gems. From what I heard, maybe it wasn't. It was mostly his brother that was the one that driving force behind it, because whenever Benny does something, people don't like it, and when his brother does something, it does. He was not a very good villain in Happy Gilmore 2. And I feel like from what I saw of him in the trailer, he's just doing a Jack Black impression. So, why not just have Jack Black do both voices? I don't know. More. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I didn't know what this was, okay? But all the talk about 3C Film did a video on it. I think it was him. And they were talking about what is going on with this movie, because they said it was coming out and there'll be no trailer. 2 days after Chris posted the video, by the way, they did release the trailer. So, it looks interesting, but I gotta ask, can we just be done with female mummies? We already know they don't work. Now, I do know that it's a roundabout way of getting to this, where a curse has grabbed this girl and turned her into this mummy thing. But when I saw it was a female mummy, I'm like, oh no, come on. Maybe it'll be different. There was talk about even changing the name because it was so far removed from an actual mommy movie. And we're going to make a legacy sequel now, with Stephen Sommers bringing back Brendan Fraser and all that, but that's not this year. The Michael Jackson biopic. I'm not big on biopics, but there are some that I have watched. Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man. I may check this out. It is Michael Jackson's nephew. And one of my favorite director names of all time, Antoine Fuqua, is directing it. So, I love that name. Don't I already have a Bruce Willis movie with that name? Devil Wears Prada 2. No. Animal Farm. No Chevy Chase. No Watch. I haven't even seen the first one, but Deep Water. Keep going. Mortal Kombat 2. Very interested. Very, very, very interested. It was supposed to already be out, but they pushed it. And not because it wasn't ready. No. It had nothing to do with the fact that it wasn't ready. They're not doing reshoots, nothing. They just pushed it because the response to the trailer was so big. They were like, let's put it out in the summer during this time. May. Let's put it out during blockbuster time. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to pay off, but Mandalorian and Grogu. Okay. So I'm a fan of the property, but to me, as soon as they announced it, I went, this is not about, this is this is not about the fandom, this is not about, giving the movie people to see. This is strictly about money. Because they made this little show for Disney Plus, and it's blown up in its 3 seasons. And they're like, well, let's do a movie so we can actually profit. Because I don't know how much profit they make off of stuff that streams on Disney Plus, other than, subscriptions and stuff like that. So, now we get this movie. And I haven't, from what all they get is a teaser. And I hate how they do this stuff. We're going to be a little teaser that's a blurb, shows nothing but little shots and stuff. Just give us one full trailer. You don't need to do a teaser, then a trailer, then a final trailer. Give us one full trailer that tells us the basic story and plot, and that's it. And only shots from the first half hour of the movie. If you need to go more into the plot, maybe a little more in, I don't know, but, Masters of the Universe. I've been waiting to find this one on here. The trailer just came out today when I'm recording this. It's be out the same day. And after I watched the trailer, The one thing I said was, yeah, he ain't gonna be He-Man until the final act of the film. Guaranteed. He's just gonna be walking around in that stupid ass pink shirt the whole time. And I immediately, as soon as I started watching the trailer, I'm like, this is not. Can we just copy a property 1-to-1? Why do we need to change things? Because in this version, it's like, he was sent to Earth to protect himself. No, that's not He-Man. That's not He-Man. And like, when they showed the actor, who's the actor? I want to know who the actor is. Nicholas Galtzine. They showed him and they said, we have our He-Man. They showed him. I'm like, so that's Prince Adam, right? Where's the big beefy guy that's going to be He-Man? Right? There's going to be two actors. This is Skinny Adam. And then they showed it was on Earth. And I'm like, why do we keep doing this? Apparently it's not all going to be on Earth. They're all going to go to Eternia. But like, and I'm talking as a fan of the original film. Right? And keep in mind, I did not grow up with the original cartoon. I've not seen one bit of the original cartoon. I grew up with the 2003 reboot on Toonami. Yeah, that shit. That was good. But that's my generation. But like here, I don't know. I just had this feeling, and everyone's complaining that the whole, oh my God. The whole comment section. Oh my God, why Jared Leto? You can't even tell it's him. He's literally, someone made a joke. I don't remember who it was. Someone made a joke. Just so you know, they did not use makeup. Jared Leto is so into the acting, he actually burned his skin off, and that's his actual skeleton. You wouldn't be able to survive, but nice joke. But yeah, I said this in my Tron Ares review. People need to stop it with Jared Leto. This man was an Oscar winner. And now, every time he's in a movie, people just see him as a death curse. I don't want that to ruin it, because he actually looks really good as the character. He actually does. And then there was this one dude. Oh my God, this was pissing me off. Right? Some one dude retweeted it and said this is part of woke agenda. It's a racialized Netflix cast. Anyone who had a comment that was against him, he immediately commented and bashed him. The only ones he was positive towards were those that agreed with him. Otherwise, he was an ass to everyone in this post. I don't know who it was, but keep going. Disclosure Day. By the sound of it, you might not know, but this, like, excuse me. I need to get tissues. When you gotta sneeze, add tissues. So, if you don't know, Disclosure Day is the newest film from my personal favorite director, Steven Spielberg. So, of course, I'm interested in it. It's written by David Koepp, not Coep, Tony from Hack the Movies. Koepp. Jesus. It's got a cast: Emily Blunt, I don't know who Josh O'Connor is. Emily Blunt, Colin Firth, Coleman Domingo. It's Spielberg. He's going back to Aliens. What's the last time he did Aliens? E.T. But there's also, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which I'm not a big fan of, but I will say it's a good movie. Scary Movie 6. Well, Disclosure Day, we'll check it out. Scary Movie 6. Yes, I will be checking that out. I am interested to see where it goes. They're bringing back a lot of legacy actors and characters. Toy Story 5. Maybe when you go to Disney Plus. This feels like one I don't need to buy. I know I'm a completionist, but like everything I've heard about this is like, no. They announced it was coming out. I'm like, okay. And then they're like, it's going to be a Jesse-focused movie. But then the trailer we got doesn't seem like that. Tim Allen says it's a Jesse-boasted movie. Tim Allen says it's a Jesse-focused movie. And then the trailer implies Woody's coming back. Like, how would he? Why would he even? He shouldn't even care. He's free, right? I don't know. Supergirl. Heh. Pass. No, seriously. I guess I'll watch it. Look, I don't know. Will I wait till it comes to HBO Max? Maybe. I don't know. It just. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of her small little blurb in Superman. And I know before anyone types in there, put your fingers away. That's what she said. I know it's based off of that comic. But that's not the Supergirl that we're traditional of being. And I know some people said, well, finally a Supergirl that's older than Superman. But Supergirl has never been older than Superman. Never, ever. I know technically, physiologically, she's supposed to be. But she's never, ever been older than Superman. Not ever. She's always younger, whether it's some sort of... Whether she was just written to be younger in certain ways, or in certain media, or like in the Supergirl show where she arrived, but she was frozen. They even do that in Smallville. We haven't got to that yet. I'm sorry, I just noticed the film underneath it. Untitled fifth Jackass film. Excuse me, Johnny Knoxville, but didn't you say the fourth one was the last one? Apparently not. Let's see. Fifth Jackass film. Fifth Jackass movie was announced by Johnny Knoxville January 8, 2026 via his official Instagram, confirmed the theatrical release date on June 26, 2026, although formal title was not yet confirmed. It was reported that the new film will bring back the biggest stunts and pranks from the franchise, as well as brand new ones, never before seen footage, which Steve already confirmed on his podcast. Bam Margera, who's fired from the production Jackass Forever, will appear in the movie through archive footage. Margera himself later said that he will not film new scenes for the... Then what's the point? Minion 3! I haven't got... the last one I watched was Minions. I've seen Despicable Me 2, and Minions. And part of Despicable Me 3. I haven't seen any other. So I don't know about that one. Moana, no. Well, I'm thinking of covering on live action remakes. So if I do that, probably by then, I don't know. I've already done Snow White. So there's 5 that I don't have to do. Snow White, Lilo and Stitch, Lion King, Aladdin, and Pete's Dragon. And Jungle Book, the 1994 Jungle Book, which for some reason doesn't count on the remakes page, but I'm counting it. Here's one, The Odyssey. I'm a fan of this story. And that's mostly because of the Wishbone episode, but I am a fan of the story, so, yeah. And they have Matt Damon playing Odysseus, so I'm in. Evil Dead Burn. I know nothing about this movie. And, I saw a post yesterday where it's cast for the next Evil Dead movie after Evil Dead Burn has been confirmed. And I'm like, cool, can you confirm the cast for Evil Dead Burn then? And someone's like, they already have. And so I went to the Wikipedia page and there's nothing. There's the cast, but there's no plot synopsis. There's no character names. And this comes out in July, and we got nothing. Anyway, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Also, a whole bowl full of nothing here, because they refuse to reveal characters. Because it's Sadie Sink is in the movie. Lisa Colon-Sayas. Don't know who either of those characters are. Some people say that Liza Colon-Sayas is playing Miles Morales' mom. There's a bunch of rumors over who Sadie Sink is playing, especially since she's now been confirmed to be in Avengers Secret Wars. So there's something with her character. There's something there. And the people are like, oh, she's the villain. But why would the villain of this movie being Secret Wars. That doesn't make much sense. Right? You got the Hulk in there, and I don't know. I don't know, but of course I'm interested. Of course. Super Troopers 3. Why? Rivals of Zaya King. Alright. Alright. I need to point this out. In a friendly way. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just want to say this. I'm kind of calling out Cody Leach. In the friendliest of friendly ways. I don't mean anything towards him or anything bad. But half of his list, maybe not half, but a third to half of his list of the best movies of 2025 are movies that come out this year. I haven't commented I don't know exactly what I commented, but it was to the effect of when half of your movies are from. Can you really count a movie? How can you count a movie that comes out this year or something last year? I understand he saw them at a festival last year, but you cannot count them as films from last year. Doesn't matter if you saw them last year. Their wide release is not till this year, so you can't count them. I'm saying that because this movie, it comes out in August of this year. Rivals of Isaiah King was his number one film of last year. To me, and to each their own, I respect his opinion. I respect what he goes for. To me, it shouldn't count. Because it's a cop-out to say, well, I didn't like any of last year's movies as much as this one that comes out this year. So wait and put it till this year's. It's like, And I was shocked at how many people did not have Sinners at number one, despite the fact that everyone seemed to love that movie. Everyone's like, put it number 2 or number 5 or didn't even have it on the list at all, some people, but I don't know. That was my personal favorite, and everyone has their own tastes, but I don't know. I just feel like, regardless if you saw them last year, they're movies that are supposed to have their wide release this year, so it shouldn't count towards last year. Especially something that doesn't come out to August. I could see if this movie came out in January, February of this year. All right, that's early enough. It's like the Oscars. You could take that. But it's not coming out till August. There's another Insidious movie coming out. Why? Lin Shaye? That woman has been dead since the end of the first one. Maisie Richardson Sellers. I know her. What is... And Sam Spruill, Laura Gordon. I don't... Beach Rainier. What is it? There's no synopsis. There's just... The Bleeding World. Mutiny. Is this like a movie version of the My Rise from W2K25? No. Coyote versus Acme. Okay, so I'm conflicted on this one. So I just saw a movie underneath it, and I don't know if I'll like it. Coyote versus Acme. This was one that was made and shelved. But Catch Up Entertainment, who did The Day the Earth Blew Up, which I haven't watched yet, another Looney Tunes movie, bought it. And then, so I'm like, okay, buy it. But then they took till this year. It's not even coming out till August of this year to release it. They haven't said they're redoing stuff, reshooting it. They just acquired it and they're going to release the movie as is. So why are you taking so long to release it? Just throw it out there. Right? Why wait so long? I understand you gotta set up what movies you're using. Just put it on HBO Max or something. Put it direct to video. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm interested. I'm gonna see what it's like. What I was talking about. Cliffhanger. Yeah. No. It's a remake of Cliffhanger with a woman. You cannot take one of the manliest manly movies like Cliffhanger with one of the manliest men, Sylvester Stallone, and turn it into a chick movie. You just can't. Can you be more original, please? Because this, I talk about this in a review for Birth Month, where it's like, can we stop doing a remake where it's like we'll do a remake and we'll gender swap, or we'll remake this movie, but it's like we'll do uh, Overboard, but it's the woman who's rich. It's the woman who's poor and the man who's rich. Let's do big, but completely change that to it's a black woman, and she goes little instead of turning big. Or just stop. Stop. Just stop. Clayface. I have no idea what this movie's going to be. Do they even have which version of Clayface? Matt Hagen. All right. Good. That's my version I grew up with. Matt Hagen. An actor who's transformed into a being made of clay. Caitlin Bates. Hagen's love interest. Max Minghella as I know him. That's the, yeah, Shank. Eddie Marson. That's him. Is there no villain? Nothing. Just those four actors. And Marson doesn't even have a freaking. What is Resident Evil. So, one of the 10 franchises I plan on doing this year is Resident Evil, which will include finally reviewing all the original Paul W.S. Anderson ones or whatever they did. I know he didn't direct them all, but the ones he produced and stuff. And then Welcome to Raccoon City, which I generally liked. And then there's this new one. But I put off from this because, like, I'm conflicted. Because Zach Kreger is doing it, and he did Weapons, and he did Barbarian, which are both good, varyingly. I like Weapons, but I don't know. For the love of God, don't do the jump around to each character shit. But Kreger has stated no characters from the games will be in this movie. And I went, what the fuck is the point then? What is the point of making a Resident Evil movie if you're not going to use any characters from the games? And before you say, Scotty, they did that with the original ones. Yeah, but they worked characters in. But, Paul W.S. Anderson wouldn't allow his wife to be upstaged by any other character. I know that much. So, yeah, no. I don't know. I don't. Do we have any names, character names? Brian, a medical courier. It's just make a Resident Evil movie based on the first game. It's literally people going through a mansion. How fucking hard is that to do? Right? Practical Magic 2? No. Charlie Harper. Is this the 2.5 Men movie? A young woman and a young man, Charlie. I don't know. You call it Charlie Harper. Digger? I don't know what this is. Verity. Social Reckoning. Why do we need a sequel to The Social Network is Beyond Me? Street Fighter! I'm interested. We'll see where it goes. I don't like that my man Sagat ain't in it, but all the others. I'm not a fan of some of the castings. Like, why is Cody Rhodes Guile? It just makes me think that Guile's not the main character. From what I got from the trailer, I think Ryu is the main character, which is fine. He's the more popular one now, but I don't know, just from the stunt casting. It is stunt casting. Casting wrestlers like Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Hiroki Goto. 50 Cent. Come on. Cat in the Hat and Bill Hader. Hunger Games, no. Fokker-in-Law. Again, I've said this. Grand Fokker was right there. But whatever. Fokker-in-Law. Apparently Ariana Grande is going to be in it. She's playing the daughter, right? Or no, not the daughter. She's playing... Why did I click her? She's playing Olivia Jones. So she's playing the Henry Fokker. She's playing the girlfriend, the fiance of the boy. Right? I don't know. Narnia the Magician's Nephew. No. No. This is Greta Gerwig's woke version of Narnia, and I refuse. Sorry. When you are making... First of all, you're not even doing it right. I know. I guess I don't even have... Somewhere it said that they were making Aslan a woman, but she's not credited here. So... My problem is that they're not doing it in the right order. And before everyone goes, it's chronological. Yeah, but the books didn't come out chronologically. The books came out with Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. And I feel like this is a bad tactic. Because I don't think many people are going to see this. It's Netflix, so it's smart to put it on Netflix. Because no one's going to go to the theater to see it because it doesn't have the marquee name of one of those big movies. As you can tell from the way that the other movies just start to die after Lion Witch, Wardrobe, and Prince Caspian, not many people saw Boys did it on Shredder, and then they kind of peaked out. So I don't know. Madden, Nicolas Cage is playing John Madden. Violent Night 2. This is another one of those that I'm probably gonna regret saying, but because I did this with nobody. Did it really need a sequel? The first one was fine. David Harbour was a cool Santa, saving people. Don't think we needed to go any further than that, but, in this day and age, you can't just make a movie and have it make money and leave it alone. Nope, you gotta milk the shit out of it. Untitled Jumanji The Next Level sequel. Sure. I just hope it's not the plot that they said it's going to be, where it's like, the characters are going to come into the real world. Seen it. It was called Jumanji. It came out in 1995. What's new about that? And it's make a big deal. This time, Jumanji comes to the real world. You already did that the first time. That was the first movie. So what's the point? I don't know. And I just don't understand, because this is now a video game and they're avatars, how that works in this world. Before you say, watch the movie and find out. I just don't want it. And I don't want it. Maybe Newworth is coming back again? That's how the money. It's like everyone is coming back. Most of these kids that were supposed to be in high school at the point are now like 30, almost 30. Right? Close. Avengers Doomsday. Yes, a million times, yes. I'm ready. I want to watch it now. I don't get why we have to wait till all the way to the end of the fucking year to get it, but I just don't get it. I don't understand why they pushed it so far. I get pushing things, but like, why is it pushed so far? Like, Spider-Man No Way Home is coming out in, or not No Way Home. You know what I mean. Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out. No. 31st of July. So why couldn't Doomsday come out in like August or something? Why push it so far to the end of the year? Why? And in contrast, I don't think that Secret Wars comes out until... Here we go. Feature films. I know they got all that Disney Plus shit that they don't need to happen, but Avengers Secret Wars. December 7th. See, it also doesn't go out until December. Why are they taking so long for it to come out? Right? I understand that Infinity War and Endgame came out within a year of each other. But they were like in May. April of May. You don't have to wait the whole fucking year to see them. That's just mean. And I know they gotta film it. But like, the filming for Doomsday is done. I know there's rumors that they're gonna do more filming. Sure, maybe that's it. I don't know, but you have Dune Part 3, Angry Birds Movie 3, and Werewolf, which is a Robert Eggers film with a werewolf. I have not yet watched Nosferatu. I hear it's good, but I haven't watched it yet. I was going to do it for Halloween Horror Month, and I didn't. Eventually, I guess. Eventually. So there you have it. Those are the movies. It's gone longer than I thought it would, but yeah. So, what are your thoughts on the movies coming out this year? I know there's... Hold on. You go to British films, and I'm sure you'll get Greenland 2... Really? They don't have release dates for... Is there something... Other premieres? To TBA. What about like the Pinocchio horror movie in the Pooniverse, right? Those are British. It's the horror films. Let's look. Dark Buddy, Clayface, Cold Storage. Godzilla Minus Zero. That wasn't even... no, Godzilla's not a horror series. It's science fiction. Not horror. Sorry. Hope. You're an Ice Cream Man. Oh, that's right. And like, they say they're making one. Eli Roth. Produced and directed by Eli Roth. Wait, I thought Clint Howard said he was coming back to play Ice Cream Man. Who the hell is Ari Millen? Snoop Dogg will provide the music for the soundtrack. What? Iron Man. Pinocchio Unstrung. There it is. Bruce Wake, Frank Waterfield. Robert England. Say what? Okay, let's see. Robert England is the voice of the cricket. I thought he was going to be... Richard Brake is Geppetto. That's almost better. Okay. Who's playing Pinocchio, though? Who's playing Pinocchio? So that's coming out. I thought that Pooniverse movie was coming out this year, too. Right? I guess not. Soulmates, which has yet to have a release date. They pulled it from its original release date because Me 3 and 2.0 didn't do very good. Terrifier 4, you can't even click on that one. Bride. Strangers in the Third Parent. Wolf Creek Legacy. Can't click on that either. I don't know. I thought that Pooniverse movie was supposed to come out this year, but I don't see it. No? I don't know. But there it is. So thank you for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.